anyways, for this, because it's Quik Draw, I thought you should have one for our fight songs. And
Randall
Clem
just said,
should
"Oh
have
shit."
one. You get up here.
I brought my own, but I'll take this one too.
And anyways, the fight song goes. These are the Quik Draw guys. Bring out the whiskey, bring out the rye. Send the new members out for gin, and don't let the improv cucks in. They never falter, they never stop. They sober up on soda pop. When they fight like hell, 'cause they are Quik Draw. You were supposed to. Anyways. That's what I thought it'd be your fight song.
What was I supposed to do with this gun?
You were supposed
You're acting
to.
like this is a bit we're doing.
When it was Quik Draw, you're supposed to Quik Draw. Try it again. Get up here and get next to me, and let's try it.
Okay, well, welcome to the last episode of Quik Draw at Emmett's, everybody.
Don't worry,
Oh shit, this is real.
they're unloaded.
Yeah, we were shooting these earlier.
They are unloaded.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Addy Herman.
What's up, Emmett's Tavern? Make some noise if you're with me, huh? Hell yeah. Thank you, and welcome to Quik Draw Comedy, a show about redemption. In an era of cancellation, we offer you a second chance. Tonight, comedians will have not one, but two opportunities to perform stand-up comedy. I'm your host, Addy Herman. How about it for my co-host, the executioner, Clem, Jameson? And we have a very new talent. Let's hear it for Randall Turner on the saxophone. All right, comics, you know the drill. You will have 2 minutes to make us laugh. When you hear this sound, finish your joke, because when you hear this sound, you're done. Go ahead and place the mic in the stand, return to your seat. Not to worry, you will have a second chance, followed by a discussion with our panel. On deck, we have Joe Hopkins, but coming to the stage right now, Taryn Perez.
Randall, can you honk once if you feel safe? Okay, good. He said he took you from down under. I don't know. The show's called Quik Draw. I'm just kind of was concerned. I just wanted to make sure you felt safe, sir. Okay. So, guys, one night I was doing an open mic, and one of the comedians had a cold sore, and he was making fun of it. And this old woman in the crowd yells out, "You know, if you get a cold sore, you can't get herpes." And we were like, "What?" Yeah, I said, "Fake news? I don't know." I was like, if that's any time that to be appropriate to be said, it would be after that. And we were like, even the comedians on stage, like, "No, ma'am, I don't think that's how that works." And she goes, "No, I swear, my doctor told me that." I was like, "Who is your doctor? Like Dr. Oz? Like, Dr. Phil, Dr. Dre? Who have you been taking advice from?" Maybe Summer. It's, but, it made me think maybe this is why STIs are so high with the older generation. Like, it's not because they're fucking like in this nursing home, right? It's because their doctors are telling them fucked up things like that. Like, if you ever had a wart on your hand or like on your foot or face, like, you're never going to get genital warts, right? Like, if you've ever gotten head lice, well, don't worry, you can't get crabs. Oh, don't worry, you have hearing aids? Well, you'll never get AIDS. My real question for that woman, though, was how many times have you gotten gonorrhea from a toilet seat? That was my real question. Randall, again, can you honk one more time that you're safe? I just want to make sure. Okay. Whew. Okay, guys, we're good. I've been Taryn Perez.
Taryn Perez, opening the show up with a bang.
What if you already had AIDS when you get hearing aids? Does it go away?
You know what? We have to consult the doctor.
All right.
Sure, you wouldn't hear them coming.
That's true.
All right, on deck we have Pax coming to the stage right now, the fifth horseman, Joe Hopkins.
I want to talk about childhood trauma. You see, my sister stole my innocence when I was 9. It started off innocent enough. She asked me, "Do you know where babies come from?" And I said, "Yes, the stork brings them." And she was like, "No." And then she started, "You're a liar." And I went to Mom. And I told my mom what she'd told me. My mom said, "Yes, that's where they come from." I was traumatized. I couldn't look at girls or adults the same ever again. I mean, I could see my dad, and he'd have grease-covered hands from working on the car. And as a boy, I couldn't see the coolness of that anymore. It was just like I was thinking, you do that? Oh my, Dad, you're disgusting. Girls have cooties. Ugh. Oh, I mean, I lost most of that next year. I mean, finally, at church, a priest comforted me. And he told me, not all girls have cooties. But I knew my sister and her friends had them. But boy, if that's what I needed to do to have a family, I was going to find one of those cootie-free girls and marry her. And that's what I did. Anyways, I just wanted to speak about childhood trauma. Thank you.
Joe Hopkins. All right, on deck, Cole Sikta, but coming to the stage right now, all the way from Des Moines, Iowa, Pax.
Damn, Joe, it's good to see a different side of you, because I always felt like you probably caused childhood trauma. So I got into town a little early today, and a couple of people asked me about the pink visor on my hat. And before I get started, I just want to say, like, I did buy it to show solidarity with my shoelaces. Yeah, no breast cancer ever called me honky. Now, on Google, they say that a fuckboy is a man who doesn't respect women but relies heavily upon them. And my dad was a pioneer in the area of fuckboying. In other words, like, he was a real piece of shit. He never abandoned us, per se, but, like, it wasn't for lack of trying. Like, he didn't care if he lost us. He was just more worried that my grandma would be super pissed. And he wasn't ready to move out of her basement yet. Let's see. Yeah, one time he cheated on my stepmom and ended up getting this woman pregnant. And then, being the dumb bitch that my stepmom is, she took him back with the agreement that they would never speak of this child again. So I have this fucking sister that's out there that I've never met, like, and I feel like I should have been given the choice. Like, it's not fair. Like, I should have been able to see her grow up and get to know her and watch her eventually become an alcoholic and then call me at 3 a.m. asking me to beat up her boyfriend.
Let's hear it for Pax, everybody. We'll get the rest of that set on the second one. On deck, we have Ben Webb, but coming to stage right now. I believe this is her first time on Quik Draw. Actually, no, it's her second time. The last time she was on Quik Draw, we were over there with the urine curtains. So a lot has changed on this show. Let's make it loud for Cole Sikta.
I just want to clarify that I was never good enough at being a Mormon to be a missionary. I am not allowed in their temples. Also, they really like Jim Gaffigan. Surprising to no one. The billionaires are back on their bullshit. We all remember how they tried to take a submarine that had all the safety components of a rowboat, basically, to the wreckage of the Titanic, and everyone died. And now they're trying to take a giant fleshlight. Google it, that's exactly what it looks like. I think they should introduce it to Bezos's dick rocket. I don't know what this gesture is. I have kids, I know how it works. But they're trying to take this fleshlight sub to an unexplored sinkhole in the Bahamas. It's called, like, Dean's Hole. And I imagine that it's just as haunted as the Titanic because of all the people that have drowned there, which coincidentally is how I want people to talk about my vagina. Just a deeply haunted place where intrepid men perish. We'll call it Cole's Hole. But if we're gonna keep sacrificing billionaires to the sea, I feel like the rest of us should get something in exchange for them, like an end to world hunger or a cigarette that's good for you. And to be continued on my next set. That's close enough. I'm Cole Sikta. Thank you.
Cole Sikta.
Cole's Hole. Cole's Hole. Cole.
Oh, getting the chant started early in the evening. I like that. I think we got some merch on the way. On deck, we have Rashad Vaughn, but coming to stage right now, Ben Webb.
Nice, silky smooth. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Man, that's such a cool feeling. I grew up a military brat. My dad was in the Marine Corps for 20 plus years. Meteorologist, did what he had to do. And among the military branches, there's a lot of good-natured competition and teasing. There's no actual hate there. But of course, I'm a little biased, so I think the Marine Corps is the best among them. Yeah, you've got the Air Force. Air Force has your airheads. Well, we have the jar heads. Jars are more functional than that. Yeah, you've got the Navy SEALs. Well, we've got the Devil Dogs. That's right. Yeah. Space Force is the new one, right? Space Force. They drink Tang, and Marines eat Tang. Yeah. Also, I knew that I didn't really have a choice in life to be a comedian because the Marines are the only one that have this in their official anthem. Their last verse in that is, if the Army and the Navy should ever grace on heaven's scenes, they will find the streets are guarded by United States Marines. That's a troll verse, okay? I had that growing up, and they have a little extra vim and vigor when they get to sing that. I had no real choice. But to kind of work this out, that I'm also a Christian and think of all kinds of weird stuff for sermon ideas. I think that God is against fast food. Raising Cane's, well, Genesis 4, you don't want to glorify a murderer like that. That can't be good. No more Raising Cane's. It's not good for you. You've got Burger King. Don't go to Burger King anymore. Jeremiah 17:9 says, the heart is deceitful above all things. Have it your way, you better have it Yahweh and get right with Jesus, all right? And Deuteronomy 14 lists owls as on the list of unclean birds to eat. Says right there in Scripture, don't eat at Hooters. All right, I'll talk to you later. Yeah.
Ben Webb showing how it's done. All right, on deck, we have Karaoke with Summer. But coming to the stage right now, Quik Draw's very own Rashad Vaughn.
How you guys doing? Great. Speaking of Joe, let's talk about childhood trauma. I got childhood trauma of my own. If you listen to my act, a lot of childhood trauma. Growing up, I never knew who my father was, so in replacement of my father, I had a stepfather, you know what I mean, which he was too... He had so many freckles, like, I couldn't understand if he's black or white. Like, you too black to have freckles, stepfather, so... I was like he was still biracially confused. Like he don't say the N word with the regular A. He say the N word with the hard ER. So I'm like, what up, stepdad? Like, what up? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you supposed to say nigga, not stepfather. So no, yeah, no wonder you biracially confused. Yeah, exactly. You know, like he cussed me out talking about I fucking hate you. I'm like, you supposed to say I fucking hate you, nigga, not like, yeah, I could tell you really grew up from West Omaha. Yeah. North Bellevue, as the great Justin Healy would say. Yeah, but you know, like him and it's crazy because we get on something about eating out the trash can. My stepfather, he eats out of the trash can, but the difference is it's at home. He at our trash can at home. Like I remember one time he ate a spaghetti because I remember I thought it was spaghetti. He like, what the fuck you doing? What the fuck you doing? He grabbed the spaghetti out of the damn trash can and he fucking ate it. He warmed it up and he ate it. And I was like, you are fucking disgusting. You're like one of the most worst human being I ever met until I met Summer, and I'm like, yeah, y'all should be related. Yeah, I still don't understand if he's black or white, but yeah, seeing Summer eat out of trash can, I'm like, yeah, they might be related. They might be blood related. Yeah, I'm Rashad Vaughn. I'll be black. Be back. Thank you.
Rashad Vaughn.
Welcome back to everybody's favorite portion of the night when Clem throws his hat because he's got to use the bleep again. At least this time it's a black guy that said it.
Yeah, I think Rashad just broke Joe's N-word record on Quik Draw.
He was 2 over Julian for those keeping score at home.
Fantastic. All right, let's hear it for all the comedians you've heard in this first round, everybody. All right. The man you are about to see is not a comedian, but is one of my funniest friends. Over a lifetime, he has memorized thousands of songs, but has never once learned how to sing. You are about to hear lyrics from a tune from our days gone past. Then have 1 minute to name the song and artist. Please join me in welcoming Karaoke with Summer.
So I know right where to put it. Okay. Y'all know how this works. Here's one of my favorite songs, actually, from the 70s. I know it when I'm feeling groovy. It's kind of funky like an old-time movie. I can feel it and it's really something. It's really something when my heart starts pumping, yeah. Okay.
1 minute on the clock, please. What, are you texting a date?
No, I'm cutting it off.
Oh, I was going to have you sing it again for him.
Oh. Were you really? Okay.
Well,
It's his favorite song. You should know.
Yeah,
it by
they haven't
heart,
got
right?
it yet, so we got to fill some time.
Like 40 seconds yet.
Sure.
We should turn this to like 30 seconds.
I think so. I think we should turn it to like 15 seconds.
I know it when I'm feeling groovy. It's kind of funky like an old-time movie. I can feel it and it's really something. It's really something when my heart starts pumping, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 30 seconds will be for the next week.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Any guesses?
I'd never heard this song before, believe it or not. I know the band well, I just never heard this
You
song.
never heard this song?
All right, play that song. Well,
Grand Funk Railroad, Rock and Roll Soul.
you know, there's a few Grand Funk Railroad songs that I do know. I don't think I've heard that one.
We're an American Band is a bigger song,
Yeah.
more popular.
That's the big one.
But that is truly one of my favorite songs.
That's one of your favorite songs?
It is.
Do you remember the first time you ever heard that song?
Oh, yeah, I was a young teenager, about 13 or so, 13 or 14, and I got to go see Grand Funk Railroad once. They did a 45-minute set, and thank you, and then came back, did one encore, and that was the whole show.
Really, just in and out.
Yeah, I mean, 1 hour total.
So you were going
But, you know, I mean, the songs are only about 3 minutes, so they got in about 18, 20 songs.
Sure. Well, so you were going to see concerts at 13 years old?
Yeah, sure.
Did you have any accompaniment with you?
Oh, I usually went with a friend, but I also had a radio show on a radio station when I was 13.
Really?
Yeah.
At 13?
At 13, I had a radio show on a radio station.
Really? What was it called?
It was just KTRU. It didn't have, per se, a name. I was just the 7 o'clock on Saturday morning DJ at a college radio station.
Man, what if it was just Summer singing his version of the songs for 3 hours straight?
Yeah.
Oh, so I played requests, and I also played some songs I wanted to hear, and so I played some wild stuff for Saturday morning at 7 a.m.
Sure, yeah. You were getting those kindergartners fired up.
Yeah.
You were 13 years old running your own radio station?
Right. I had keys to a radio station and got in there and ran a radio station.
Man,
yes.
the 40s were a wild time, huh?
No. This was the early 70s.
Yeah, his life was based off of Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
because the license you needed was a third-class radio telephone license, and there's no age limit. There was no age limit. If you could pass the test, boom, you're in.
What was the test?
It was about electronic stuff, and you know, it was a test, and it went all the way up to the first class test. I failed the first class test.
You failed the first class test?
Yeah, but that's to work on transmitters and stuff. I failed that.
Well, yeah. Fortunately, you weren't working on many transmitters at 13.
I was not. I was not indeed.
Though, if you said you were working on transmitters, I could see how your hair turned out like that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I stuck my licked and stuck in. You know.
What a ride!
It was like in Scary Movie when he used.
Yeah, you love Scary Movie 3. I showed him Scary Movie 3 the other day, and he can't get enough of it.
Well, especially the funeral scene or the wake scene. Oh, man. I mean, I love that. I love that.
I mean, that's good, clean comedy right there.
That's it. That's the last time I try to bring the dead back to life.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, you know, I think that you really resonate with that line a lot, because you strike me as someone who's attempted to bring the dead back to life before. Is that true?
No, but I have said, that's it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
That's it.
Being a man is knowing when it's time to just give up. I think. Sure. Give it all up, man. Well, yeah, so you were out there today with Joe Hopkins and myself on the firing range. Did you have fun?
Yeah, I mean, I did something I don't normally do, Lord knows.
Yeah, thank God, yeah.
But I noticed there were a lot of holes in those boards.
There were a lot of holes in those boards. Not necessarily where we... Oh, 1 second here. Nope.
Check.
Hey, there we go. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Mr. Level 2 transmission over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They teach you that in level 3. Switches.
Level 3. Switching on the microphone. So we're out at the range. I enjoyed seeing you out there. Man, I got videos of Summer with a pistol, and man, you talk about negligent. It was crazy. Yeah, he kept just he's kind of swinging it around like, how does this thing work? But it was fine.
Well, there was a couple of them didn't work so good, but yours went bing, 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 bing.
Ah, well, that's right. That's correct. That's actual audio from earlier. That's. I was looking for a laugh there, but I guess I'll just take awkward silence from you guys. That's always
Here's
cool.
more audio from earlier. I can't explain that one. You have to ask them.
That is actually the homeless man drowning in his blood.
There you go.
Okay, pro-homeless crowd here. Okay,
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Good thing we weren't firing at the freeway.
No.
It was the other way.
No, we were just shooting across a field at, I think there was a cornfield in the back, so that scarecrow got lit up.
And a berm.
It was a good berm, yes. It was
pretty darn safe.
It was the safest we could have been, considering who was all out there with firearms.
Yeah. That's why I stayed in the truck sometimes.
Summer did spend a lot of time in the truck. He was looking for a lighter to get his cigar rolling.
Yeah.
Well, Summer, is there anything exciting going on in your life this week? Do you want to let these folks know about?
exciting. Well, I have a couple of job interviews because I got fired on my last job, as you're well aware. But, I've got to say, that the people that got rid of me, they don't know how to run a team worth a damn. And, I've been running teams and I told them that. I said, if you had a sports team and I had a sports team, we'd stump your ass. And I know that's true. And so
what a crazy flex.
Yeah.
If we were both billionaires, I'd be better.
If we had two 8th grade boys basketball team, mine would stomp your ass.
Sure. Well, you know what? They're going to get theirs. You know how to use a gun now?
They're already getting theirs. The apartment we live in starting to look, not our apartment, but the grounds look like shit.
Yeah, our apartment's never looked better, actually. It's great. Well, there's much less garbage in there now.
Well, yeah.
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 We are rocking and rolling, man.
We're rocking and rolling.
Hell yeah. Well, Summer, thank you very much. You stumped them again.
Take
Karaoke
care.
with Summer, ladies and gentlemen. All right, on deck, we will be hearing from Joe Hopkins, but coming to the stage for her second set, Taryn Perez.
Randall, can you honk one more time if you're okay? Okay, cool, thanks. All right. All right, guys, so I'm the type of person I try to learn from my mistakes when I'm aware I made them. And, and I will say anytime I'm put back in that situation, I get super paranoid about, like, fucking up again, right? Like, that level of paranoia where it's just one more thing I have to be OCD about. Like, it's one more thing I have to check 16 times or I'm not going to have a peace of mind. And, like, for instance, one night I was late for a comedy show. I could not find parking. Parked in a random parking lot I've never used before. Paid $20 for parking. I was pissed about that, and it was for 24 hours. I was only going to be there for like 4, so I'm mad about that, but I'm like, whatever. I grabbed my ticket. I'm like, hold on to that ticket. It's going to be important. Don't lose that. I get out of the show. I walk down that parking lot, and my car is gone. And the first thing I thought was, damn, my car got stolen, because I didn't check that it was locked 16 times before I went up to the show, but I was running late. And then I go, okay, well, maybe I'm a dumbass. Maybe I didn't even park in this parking lot, No, I am a dumbass because I can't read a sign that says if you don't put your ticket in the window, your car will be towed. All right? Even my ticket says that, too. And I looked at it when I put it in my purse, all right? That was a $200, like $217.25 lesson on how to read instructions. Clearly. Like, follow instructions, all right? It also made me realize how important parking is. And, when you're married, you don't get to drive when you're the wife. You're not trusted to find the parking spot. I was only trusted to be the better DD drunk driver. And at that point, the only parking lot I got to find is the one at our house. And I know that one, all right? Cool. Sorry.
Taryn Perez. Man, when you're married, you're not allowed to drive. What are you married to? Joe Hopkins? Come on.
That's what it sounds like when I met his wife the other day.
Isn't she lovely?
Yeah, I don't understand that duo. No, I get it, actually, because I feel like I talked a little bit about sex, and her face was kind of like, ooh, that's inappropriate.
Well, sure.
Yeah, she's like, I'm a good, wholesome lady.
Well, there's different types of Midwestern women. And, I think you two are on two very different ends of that.
Yeah. Like, she listens to Joe.
Sure. Well, sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
because even in here, I'm talking shit. Every time I talk shit on someone, they leave the room.
He actually went to get the gun ready. So.
Oh, that's cool. No. He's back in the corner. I missed him. Okay.
You better watch out. So, Taryn, you got your. How long ago did your car get towed?
That was like when I first, oh gosh, it was like last year. It's been about a year and stuff like that. But it was like seriously like the worst like walk of shame I have ever done. Like, I've done multiples, and where I couldn't find my car either, like, kind of thing, and I still didn't look as bad as that. Like, I'm having a panic, like, and I'm, like, looking at that parking spot going, I know I parked it here. I know I did, But there, what was bad is like 2 guys were trying to hit on me when I was leaving leaving the back line, and I was like, I gotta leave, and I go down to my car, and then I'm like, fuck, now I gotta walk back up, and they're like outside the back line. I'm like, can somebody give me a ride, know, and stuff like that. They got on scooters. They didn't have cars right then, so it's okay. I didn't have to worry about them.
Yeah, that's what I've noticed downtown. Nobody owns cars. They're just all on Lime scooters now. This economy is really great.
Yeah.
I actually saw something the other day. It was on what is it? Temu, the Chinese Amazon.
Yeah,
is that what it is?
It's generic knockoff stuff.
Yeah, and it said it literally it starts off with the ad. It says, "Are you ready to start living in your car? Well, here's the package for you." It's like we shouldn't really be focusing on this right now as an economy.
Anybody else get those ads, or are they targeted to that household?
Yeah, like I get the ads for like fake clip-on bangs because someone thinks I'm gonna have a mental breakdown and cut my hair. I guess sometime soon.
Really? You get fake clip-on bang ads?
Yeah, that and a lot of like lingerie ones too, and I'm like, it's great and awesome, but like I ain't got the money for this, like,
Lingerie is expensive. Why is it so expensive when it's so small?
You're preaching to the choir on that one. We wish.
They call me Reverend Herman.
I mean, like, it's like sex toys too. I mean, sometimes though you got to pay more money to be, better quality. But I don't know. I've bought cheap roses and they've lasted at least 6 months on me.
What's the worst sex toy you've ever bought?
God, dude, I bought this one that actually like moved like it was fucking you, and I thought it was gonna be the greatest thing ever. I'm like, less work for me, and it's not a turn. It's like it's loud. It's like like the whole time, and it's like a noise you don't want to hear between your legs. Like
it sounds like a chihuahua.
It's something like that. It's like God.
Two-stroke engine on there.
Yeah, it's like it almost sounds like when you're drilling something, right? Like when you're screwing, it's just like I don't know, man. It's weird. It does a weird noise, and I can't, and it doesn't even do the job well. So,
I think if they wanted to have like an accurate sex toy, it would just be a guy's voice, like, "Are you close yet? Come on, baby, I'm getting tired." And then it just gets soft inside of you. I'm tired. Will you give me a sandwich?
Addy Herman does not speak for all males. I'm just putting it out there.
Just the ones that do a lot of coke.
Or just don't know how to like control their whiskey dick. Apparently,
I keep hearing about whiskey dick.
I know we were talking about that the other day. Yeah, when we were at Eugene's going away thing, we were talking about that, the phenomenon of that. I think it's phenomenon. Okay. I don't know. I feel like maybe it's an older thing. Summer, when you get too drunk, can your dick still get hard? Okay, Summer's a true old
really
man in that sense.
Why would you ask that question?
Just because Summer's
torturing every single person in this room.
I know. I did it on purpose. I just wanted to see what Summer would say.
Yeah. We didn't want to know that.
You know what's crazy about summer? Carpets do not match the drapes.
Okay. See, that's more of a visual than what I... No, actually, no, it's not. No, it's not.
Didn't know he's a ginger.
It's just... Goodness gracious. No, I think a more accurate one would just be like one that's like, hey, I'm going to leave you alone and I'm going to hide out in the bathroom. Like,
is that something that happens during
No, I'm just saying, like, I'd rather just take care of it myself. Like, that's what I need. I need a man to just tell me that he does, go ahead.
Well, no, I'm excited.
I don't know.
I don't know. Talking about.
I don't know. Yeah, sorry. I got thrown off by the Summer comment now too. There's a lot. I just like it's too much for me now.
You started
I don't know.
This.
I know I did. I do it all the time.
You can't handle it. Don't start it.
You don't act like I do the same thing with my father, and I have a conversation with him, and it goes to the wrong way. Like not like that. I'm not Joe. Okay, Joe sounded more like he got molested by his sister than I just sounded like any perverted thing with his first set. Joe, the way you worded that was scary. I was worried for you. I thought we were going to have to call in SVU.
Yeah, I guess. So I liked your joke, the whole thing about crabs and fucking cold sores and all that. But honestly, if you have hearing aids, you can't get AIDS. I thought that was a good punctuation to that joke. It was a good
Thank you.
flow and a good punchline on that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem. How long did it take you to write that? How long have you been working on that?
Well, like after the lady did, it's like one of those things where you're talking to people and you're just joking around. You're like, what else do you think? And you're just like doing it and just riffing, not with people that are even comedians. You're just having fun.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, yeah, just like, and you're like, oh shit, that's actually pretty good. But I put it all together this morning or this afternoon.
Very nice. It was tight. I thought it was good stuff.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was stressed out till like 8 a.m. trying to figure out 2-minute sets.
So you were up all night?
Never. Not Taryn.
Up all night with a soft dildo.
A dead one, but
oh, a necrophiliac, huh?
No. It's just like, again, I don't know how to try. Again, that should be added to my list of things I should check 16 times, make sure my vibrators are charged.
Sure.
I like your head. You got it. There's nothing like more. That's the most disappointing sex toy is one that dies right before you come. That's the most disappointing sex toy
it's
right
also
there.
a disappointing sex partner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's just being a sugar baby.
Most men are.
Yeah. Most men are sugar babies?
When it comes to coming.
Do you know what a sugar baby is?
Yeah, they want everything from themselves. I don't get anything.
No, that's a titty baby.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I've had too many titty babies
No,
then.
a sugar baby is the opposite of a sugar daddy.
I know. Like, I've had one where they just mooched off me. So they're like, yeah.
Oh, so you've been the sugar mama.
Yeah, because I have a better job.
You do have a better job.
Yeah.
Let's rob her.
No, I mean, I don't have much, but no, I'm
She'll
just
beat
saying.
us up with her dildos.
But I feel like sugar babies take everything away from the sugar mamas. You know what I mean? They're taking away my coming. Like...
Wow.
I don't know, guys. I'm so fucking tired. I'm not going to lie to you.
All right. Well, let's hear for Taryn Perez, everybody.
Thank you. Hold on. I got to do things.
Hey, comics, if you want to hear more of Randall, slow down walking up here. It'll go much better.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, hold on real quick. I took over Richie B's Into the Fire show, and the first show is this Friday. How I was talking in this interview will not reflect how I will act on stage. But it's going to be it's going to be my first one hosting. The lineup is fire. It's going to be a great time. So please come out.
Just hand it to me. I got you.
No, listen. That was the first time I have ever done that on this history of fucking Quik Draw. Okay. There we go. But yeah, come on out. Flyers are posted. Hit me up if you want to know about it. Thank you, guys.
Taryn Perez, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's...
And to continue what I was saying, if you're going to run to the stage, start from further away, Rashad.
Yeah, start running out in the parking lot
That's right.
as I do the intro. Yeah, we'll give Randall a chance to get this thing rocking and rolling. All right, on deck we have Pax, but coming to stage right now, Joe Hopkins.
Lovely. Well, I got back at my sister for stealing my innocence and for being right. You see, my sister had a limited vocabulary, so I went up to her and said, "You're a homo sapien." She says, "I'm not a homo." I said, "Yes, you're a homo sapien." She goes, "I'm not a homo." "Yes, you're a homo sapien." So she gets a butcher knife and she chases me around the trailer and gets me pinned up. Fortunately, I moved in time and she stuck it in the wall because I learned that although my sister might have a limited vocabulary, nobody calls her a human being. You're a homo, you're a homo, you're a homo, she's a homo, he's a homo, I'm a homo. Wouldn't you like to be a homo too? Homo sapien, human being. It's all we are, it's all we'll ever be. Yeah, I was, like I say, I was traumatized. I wanted to be a virgin until I was married. And I fooled all the guys that I hung out with on this because they thought that I was it, because at the end of the night after your date, everybody, well, how'd you do? And then they'd hold out their finger, that trick that guys do. And they'd say, "Joe, how'd you do?" And I'd go, "Smell this." None of them ever did. Not even the guy that we found out later was gay. And it was like, so I was able to fool them into thinking I was a sex machine all through high school. But, you know, it was just that I had a bigger show that they weren't willing to go to. That's it. I'll start.
What's up, Joe? How you doing, everybody? Randall. No. That was mean. Shame on you. Okay. What's up, Joe? How you doing, buddy?
Well, see, I come from a middle-class family. And I know what people want. They just want the opportunity to get ahead. And I just thought I was thinking about going into politics. I thought I'd try that because that seems to be popular lately when asked a question.
So you're thinking about going into politics?
No, maybe state legislature in a couple years.
Yeah?
But no, actually, I thought because this was football season that we should have a fight song for Quik Draw.
Oh,
and
okay.
So anyways, for this, because it's Quik Draw, I thought you should have one for our fight songs. And
Randall
Clem
just said,
should
oh,
have
shit.
one. You get up here.
I brought my own, but I'll take this one too.
And anyways, the fight song goes. These are the Quik Draw guys. Bring out the whiskey, bring out the rye. Send the new members out for gin, and don't let the improv cucks in. They never falter, they never stop. They sober up on soda pop. When they fight like hell, 'cause they are Quik Draw. You were supposed to. Anyways, that's what I thought it'd be your fight song.
What was I supposed to do with this guy?
You were supposed
You're acting
to.
like this is a bit we're doing.
When it was Quik Draw, you're supposed to Quik Draw. Try it again. Get up here and get next to me, and let's try it.
Okay,
For
well,
a
welcome to the
visual.
last episode of Quik Draw at Emmett's, everybody.
Don't worry.
Oh shit, this is real.
They're unloaded.
Yeah, we were shooting these earlier.
They are unloaded, unlike Alex Baldwin's gun.
Yeah, I literally checked it for rounds in it. That's why I was going to the cylinder. I shot this gun 2 hours ago in Joe's backyard.
I did not reload it. There's nothing. They're.
We emptied them out. So what? Okay. All right. So now.
Well, did you like the fight song?
I love the fight song. It was.
Okay.
I like that you really turned on the improv people right as we're starting to get them to like us.
Right.
And we're about to do it.
You know, that's
Catch
just what.
November 1st, the Not the End of October show
right.
featuring improv here at Quik Draw.
We got like 6 improvers coming, but not anymore. Thanks, Joe.
Well, let them on in. Let them on in. I'm just. I'll write a different fight song.
Yeah, maybe next time we do different props that won't get us arrested. Yeah. No, it is. It's not. It's still very warm. Yeah, it's
that's
almost.
That's because they were in my pants. It's very warm there.
I thought it smelled like dick cheese. Oh, Joe said, "Here, smell it."
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. It's weird that our logo came to life here. You put the two
Yeah,
together.
dude.
That's
Okay,
wild.
I'll tell you what. What do you think, Clem? We take a photo at the end holding it like the Quik Draw pistols on stage?
I mean, I think we put it on one of these tables and take a picture at least. We got our logo then, a round circle
yes.
with two logos. But
Yes, that's a good idea. We'll
Let's
keep
put
our faces
on there.
Yeah, let's both get arrested at the same time. That'll be a great end to the show.
Yeah.
So, Joe, I mean, really, I like the stuff. You were doing a lot of different things, so the notes are a bit scattered. But you said that you wanted to be a virgin until marriage.
Yes.
So you waited
Yes.
until marriage?
No. I ended up losing it to a friend of my stepsister's a month before I turned 20.
A friend of your stepsister. Okay.
Yeah, she was my virgin thief, and
Your virgin
then
Well, where'd she take it?
She took it. I actually did it in my parents' bed because I thought that was the best bed. You know, you want to treat the lady right.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
no, I actually was pretty good for my first time, and not even 2 months later, I was having a threesome with a couple of Swedish foreign exchange students. So I went from having the vision to corruption. I mean, I fell hard. And
So once you started, once you took the lid off, there was no stopping it, huh?
Yeah.
So you had sex with 2 Swedish foreign exchange students, men or women, or which one?
Women.
Women?
Both
Okay.
women, yeah. I was dating the one, met her on a blind date, and then we went out. We were going to have a double date, but she didn't like the friend I brought because the other one was 6 foot tall, and the guy was too short for her. She was not into that. And
the other guy, your
so then
friend.
after that, we went dancing at the old Howard Street Tavern, and then we went out to the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and then it was like after Rocky Horror, I mean, that was all they needed to be in the mood. And
That's all it takes, ladies, to really get fired up.
I was just going to drop them off and be a gentleman that night, too, because I was still new to this whole game, but it was
so
they knew more than I did, so they were willing to teach.
Well, so take us through this, Joe. You're at the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and what are you sitting in between the ladies?
Yeah, I was sitting in between, making out with both of them because I was like this. So this started during the show, and I was making out, and every once in a while, the one guy in the wheelchair would come up, and I'd say, "Wipe that butt off your face," and turn back towards the screen.
You say a guy with a wheelchair would come up?
On the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was in the
asshole.
threesome.
The guy that everybody calls asshole.
Oh, okay. I've never seen
The professor.
Okay, got you. I thought you were just like bullying a disabled guy. Like, look at these 2 Swedish whores I got. So you're hanging out, you're sitting in between these 2 ladies, and you're making out with both of them in the show. And then what leads to this threesome? Do you guys decide to leave and go home? Or?
I dropped them off. I went back to where they were staying at the house and went down in the basement bedroom, and they were talking, and said, the girl I was dating said to the other one, they were talking, she said to me, name unkempt, would like to have sex with you. And it was like, I didn't know how to say no, so, one thing leads to another.
Yeah, I believe that you wouldn't know how to say no, of all people, yeah. Were they speaking Swedish to each other?
They did when I asked them to, because I thought it was cool.
Yeah, what did that dirty talk sound like? Like, oh yeah, Wiedersehen, or
Birdie, 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 birdie.
No.
Look at the head on that one.
It's hot. It's hot. Anyways, it's hot.
They were just skiing down your slope, huh?
Yeah. I wasn't good. I'm going to say I was overwhelmed. It was, I did all right with the one, but it was not my best performance. I had no skill for 2 at the time.
Sure.
Just a couple months into the experience of hedonism, I was still too fresh.
That is a very fun story, Joe. I wonder how many other people have had threesomes in here.
I bet you a lot. This is a threesome crowd. This is. I'll bet you there's some foursomes and moresomes in this crowd.
I've done a foursome before. I remember the pizza guy.
The way
showed
our
up.
sax player, his smoothness, he's got it. Yeah.
He knows. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah, man. Hey, what did the Swedish girls sound like when Joe was having sex with them? Okay, hell yeah. Yeah. Did you have protection?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm a good Catholic boy. I'm pro-life. I think Rashad should be pro-life because I'm going to tell you the advantage of being pro-life, you never have to pay for an abortion. You don't. I'm pregnant. Oh, all right, good. If they really want to have it, they will con some other sucker into dishing it out.
Oh, hey, sure. I've dated Latinas.
Keep the wallet fat, Rashad.
That's right. We're all pro-life and pro-gun here on Quik Draw Comedy. You guys missed it. Joe brought real guns.
Did you ask him if that was okay?
No. Come on, narc. Holy shit. We're doing a podcast here.
These are legal.
They are
legal.
They cross
These are
the
legal
border
showpieces.
legally.
Even before, because they're black powder, they are not considered firearms. You don't have to register them. You can buy them in a gun show, and you can just leave with your black powder weapons. They are not. You can carry them anywhere. Right now, they're unloaded. They're just showpieces. I mean, the most I could do with it, they're pretty heavy. I could probably put a dent in your head with it, but that's about it.
All right, let's hear for Joe Hopkins, ladies and gentlemen. Here, do you want to take these, or are we just gonna take your pistols? Take your dueling guns. No, we'll take a photo with them on the table after, once there's not a crowd in here that we're risking life and limb. One more time for Joe Hopkins, huh? All right. Okay, on deck we have Cole Sikta coming to the stage right now. Pax.
Like, I wish someone could explain to Joe why it's not okay to bring guns to comedy, but I don't think that's gonna happen. He said that could put a dent in your head. I don't think he's gonna understand why it's not okay. So I wasn't gonna talk about this, but Joe's guns kind of reminded me. So I have been on the wrong side of a gun 5 times in my life. The first time, I was young. I was walking through the west side of Denver, and a fucking Inca boy robbed me. The second time, I was coming home from working at KFC, and there was a giant group of Crips at the light rail, and I thought, maybe I should ask these gentlemen for a light. Never thinking about just how red my fucking KFC uniform was. Gun came out, I got jumped and robbed. The other 3 times, it was me, my gun. And the first time, a good friend of mine talked me down. The second time, my wife tackled me onto the bed. And the third time was a misfire. And that's the story of why I hate God. It's also the story of why I decided to stop trying to kill myself. Because, like, when you keep trying the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, well, then you're fucking insane. All right.
Pax, everybody. What's up, dude? How's it going?
Shouldn't have put that back. It's
That's
going
all
good,
right.
man. It's going all right. How you doing?
Good? I'm doing great, man. I appreciate you coming in and like bringing the mood even further down from the guns. You were like, "Hey, that shit was pretty crazy."
I brought it back up at the end.
No, you did bring it up, man. Yeah. But no, so you've tried to commit suicide with a gun before and it misfired?
Yeah.
Really? Was it a revolver?
No.
Ah, yeah. You got to use a revolver. They never jam.
Yeah. And don't buy cheap ammo. That's the real thing here.
Have you ever considered black powder?
I haven't. Should I?
Well, it depends. You could try white powder, but you know that would just be cocaine.
That might be better.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, are you still sober?
I mean, I was for 4 months. I did relapse today. I got into town early.
You say you relapsed today?
Today.
Okay, well, that's not a bad run.
I had 2 beers. I'm not feeling too good about myself.
Well, don't beat yourself up over it.
Hell, I can't even fucking commit to a relapse, dude. 2 fucking beers?
Yeah,
2 fucking beers?
Yeah, you're supposed to be shit-faced right now. What's going on?
I fucked up.
Well, the less you drink, the less you want to be fucked up, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm glad that I You know, I fucked up, but you know, like I was like, I need to stop. I want to at least be able to be funny at Quik Draw.
And you were. You have improved so much since I first met you. I mean, you're a whole different kind of guy.
I appreciate that. Thanks, man. And,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not gonna stay on the fucking alcohol. I'm gonna get back on the fucking wagon.
Sure, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bringing it down, bitches.
Yeah, that's right. No, we
Feel sorry for me.
Hey, you guys better be nice to this guy. He'll go for round 6. You better stop that. So, how are things going in Des Moines, bro?
They're going all right. I mean, I've been doing a couple of shows, a lot of fucking open mics.
Sure.
Doing the same jokes in front of the same people.
Well-
Same night of the week.
Well, the way to do that is to write new jokes and then surprise the same old people.
I do, but I like to save my new jokes for you, motherfuckers.
Hey, that's right. Man, you are just so much more pleasant. I swear to God, you are just enjoyable to be around.
That's new.
No, 4 months of sobriety, man. I think it
I
really
did it
helped
just
you.
for you.
Thank you. That means a lot. You know, I come off as a real jerk sometimes, but it's all
That's
tough
true.
love. Yeah. Oh, you're telling me, buddy.
I know.
Oh, Addy the jerkhead. So let's see here. I do like the pink laces, the brown
Thanks, man.
hoodie, and your white face. You look like Neapolitan ice.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I've been spying on Clem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just assumed you wore the pink to match my shirt.
yeah,
I
absolutely.
feel like you need my shirt to fill out this outfit.
I got a pink shirt.
You got a pink shirt too?
got a
Wow.
pink
You got a pink shirt.
Is it the same shirt as I got?
No,
It's P is for cat.
no, I'm not that cool. Mine's not that cool.
This is going to be Rashad's new merch coming up soon, ladies and gentlemen.
I like whenever one doesn't work. It's
It's a
just like
spelling joke.
hell yeah, dude. So your first set, you were talking about your dad, right?
Yeah.
So your dad was living in your grandmother's basement
Oh yeah, most of his, like almost all of his life until they died.
until your grandparents died.
Yep.
And then what? He had to move out because the house was no longer in the family. Or?
Yeah, well, because his brother sold the house and and he had to.
And they didn't want
He had to
a
leave.
35-year-old in the basement included.
Yeah, I mean, the interest rates were low, but they weren't that low.
Yeah, we can only do so much in this economy. So, so your dad got a lady pregnant while living in a basement.
Yeah, I don't know how he did it.
I swear to God, like I am a loser. If your dad's pulling coochie in a basement, I don't know what my excuse is. I live on the second floor.
I mean, he's not even that handsome of a guy. I mean, you could tell by, you know.
No, I think you're a handsome guy.
Oh, no, that's
I'm
nice of
thinking
you.
back, I
But
think I actually knocked my wife up in a basement once.
Yeah, once.
the difference is my dad had a wife in that basement and then also convinced some other girl to get pregnant by him while he still lived in that basement with his wife.
So was this a threesome situation?
No.
Okay.
No, he cheated on her, and yeah, they caught him. He was like trying to run off with her to fucking Vegas, and my dad's brother fucking tracked him down. It was a whole thing, dude.
Sounds like nobody in the family likes your dad.
Yeah, nobody likes him.
Okay. Glad we were able to get to the bottom of that so swiftly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what's going on with him now? Do you even know?
Yeah, I do. I still talk to him. His health is not good, which
Okay.
he probably deserves. Yeah, he's developed like this osteoporosis, and he's had like heart attacks. He's got a stent, and I mean, I still talk to him. He's not my favorite person in the world, but he's still my dad, and I still try to go and see him.
Sure.
So-
Does he drink?
No, that was my stepdad who I learned that from.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So you had stepdad, then dad was in the basement. Were you spending most of the time with your mom and the stepdad combo?
Yeah,
Okay.
I lived with my mom and stepdad until I was 16. I moved out because I got tired of all the shit that was going on in that house.
So you've been on your own since 16?
Yeah.
Okay. So what, did you get your own place or move in with a friend? What happened?
For little over half a year. I stayed on the 16th Street Mall
The
in Denver.
16th Street Mall?
Yeah, it's like an outdoor mall in Denver.
Oh, okay.
And then I got a job and worked my way into staying with a friend where I paid them, and then I got my own place briefly and went to the Navy.
Okay, yeah, that's right. You were in the Navy.
Yep.
Man, what'd you think about all that shit Ben Webb was talking earlier about all the other branches?
Say again?
I said, what do you think about all that shit Ben Webb was talking about the other branches?
Oh, I don't really care. I don't really care at all.
Okay, fantastic. No loyalty to the Navy. Okay. Man, so, I mean, what's on the horizon for you? What you got going on?
Just gonna continue working. I mean, on the horizon is 2 more years of fucking being poor and, just trying to make it by while my wife finishes law school.
Oh, cool.
So.
Man, she must be really difficult to argue with. She's a lawyer, or about to be a lawyer.
I try not to. She's a lawyer and a witch, dude. You think I argue with her?
Yeah, even if you win, she'll turn you into a newt or something.
Yeah, dude. I just shut the fuck up.
I hear that, brother.
It's dangerous.
Hell yeah, man. You're picking up fans in here, man. You better watch out with those Steely Blues, man. I think you've got a threesome with a couple Swedish girls on the way for you.
Actually, I tried a threesome once, and honestly, I just felt gross afterwards.
Really? Who were the partners?
So, me and my wife were already married, and she brought home somebody, and it happened, and I was like, and it wasn't as cool as I thought it was going to be.
It's never as cool as you think it's going to be. It's somebody's feelings always get hurt.
Yeah, it just ended up feeling gross. So
okay,
that's unless you're some kind of a fucking sociopath, you probably are not gonna like it as much as you think.
Yeah. What kind of sociopath would be into fucking 2 chicks at once? I don't know.
Hey, I got a question from the audience over here. Did your wife bring home a chick or a dude?
Chick.
Okay, I just want to clarify.
Chick.
You probably answered that while she was asking me this question.
She did a really good job with her too. I think it was because we're married and like it ended up just being weird.
Oh hey, no shame in that game, man. You're obviously very loyal to your wife, and I think that's a skill set more guys should work on.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's right. And it's okay if you like having threesomes too. You're not a sociopath necessarily. I mean, it's not for everybody, Well, yeah, man. It was great talking to you. Anything you want to let these folks know before I get you out of here?
I got a show the 3rd week of November here in Omaha. It's it's a Rachel Ware's show. I can't remember the name.
I don't know. You're going to have to tell them. I don't know the details.
Sorry. Power Hour on the 3rd week of November.
It's a show for Power Hour. It might be that show. It's a good show if it's not.
Whenever
you get to see other comedians that are good.
That's it. Sorry. That's it.
All right. Catch them on Power Hour. Let's hear for Pax, everybody. Pax Ricky. All right. Hey, and let's hear for our ace bartenders, Emma and Bob, on the other side of that wall. Generosity brings joy. Make sure to tip them graciously. All right, on deck we have Ben Webb. Coming to the stage right now, Cole Sikta.
Sounds like someone's about to be a sugar baby. Comedian married to a lawyer. I feel very sexually confused. On the one hand, we have the steamy sax going. On the other, Ben Webb did a cunnilingus joke. On the one hand, we've talked about flaccid dicks and religion. On the other, I had 2 people look directly into my eyes and talk about pistol whipping me. I want a cigarette that's good for me. I don't think we lack the technology. I think that we're misusing the technology we have. Like, no one asked for AI. I don't need to know what it would look like if Steve Buscemi played every character in Mean Girls. All of my friends vape, and it's not for me. Not because it's worse for you or anything. It just, to me, feels like the Kindle version of a cigarette. And I like a real book. I like the feel of it. I like the smell. I like to be a little bit performative with it. Because if the passersby can't see that I'm reading Tolstoy, then what's the point? I want people to see that I'm cool, a little bit edgy, maybe. Perhaps I just satisfied a lover. A vape says none of these things. I feel like a vape says that I probably had fruit roll-ups for dinner, and I'm a really big fan of Nickelback. I guess if I'm gonna go to the trouble of smoking, I just want to feel like I'm actually killing myself, not like I'm blowing a tiny cotton candy vendor. That is my time. I'm Cole Sigda. Hold on to that.
Man, how about this fucking crowd, huh? Great applause breaks for everybody. Yeah. No, I love it. Like, literally, you guys are just fired up with applause breaks. Like, I'll be going to talk, and it's just like, ah! And I'm like, all right, we're going to let it ride.
I was like, do I hold for laughs, or do
always.
I make it through the 2 minutes?
Yeah, just hold for laughs. This crowd is hot.
It is.
Yes. I mean, not physically, but the energy level is where I was hoping, it'd be good.
It's what's on the inside that matters.
That's right. It is what's on the inside. Speaking of, have you ever had a threesome?
I have.
Okay, fantastic. We're getting right into
Yeah.
it. Tell us your story.
So one of my best friends was sort of on her marriage was sort of on the rocks. So they thought bringing in a third would help. It did not.
What happened?
They are divorced.
So, all right, we just found out what we're talking about. So they're like, all right, things really aren't going well. Let's bring in Cole Sigda and get this handled. So, I mean, what happened?
Well, so she was like into watching him with another person, but then he started bringing home women without her knowledge, and I guess she wasn't as into him fucking people when she wasn't watching or aware of it.
Okay.
So I didn't really ruin the marriage, but I opened the door.
Okay. So basically, you were the first threesome that happened between him and the wife consensually.
Yes.
And then he was like, "Well, I got a new idea."
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't think that's on you.
No. No. I did my part.
You did your part. I bet you did. I bet you were just running material the whole time. Man, these billionaires, huh? No, that is the interesting thing to me. Yeah, I feel like if we get rid of all the billionaires, we got to get the money first, because it would be the worst if we just had no billionaires, so the infrastructure's gone and then the money's gone too.
Yeah,
it's like, damn.
Well, and I just feel like, I don't know, that's how a sacrifice works. Like, if they're just going to sign up to die at the bottom of the sea, like, we should get something.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, you talk about dumb white people shit right there.
Yeah. Paying $250,000 to just get like crumbled like a soda can in the ocean is.
Yeah. You almost wonder if that's like the new way that people are going to like be buried.
Not a bad idea.
Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, there's like buried at sea, but I think like obliterated at Subnautica would be a better way to go, because they just explode and now you're a part of the ocean.
Yeah.
Under the sea. No. Play me out. No, okay. Just
get a little saxophone behind that.
Yeah. No, I mean, great jokes. You've been working. You've been writing.
I have, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that you were riffing off, what's happened in the show. Oh, yeah. That was the whole point of the show. It's like you get to sit down for, about an hour and watch people go, and then you can come
People
up with...
are stuck listening the whole time because they have to wait for their second turn.
That's right. I teach these people...
You guys were thinking.
Oh, well, sure. Yeah. No, I mean, this was a show that, we did in Little Rock. We didn't have the great production that we have behind it now. And, I'll tell you what.
That's nice.
It is nice. No, I have the best producer in the goddamn world. I mean, he's fantastic. Don't tell him that. All right, I take it all back. All right.
right.
So let's see here. You were a Mormon in a past life. Well, I guess this life, but earlier.
Like a bad one though.
You were a
like
bad
we weren't.
Mormon.
I didn't ever have like the underwear or.
Okay, I
like,
wasn't sure if that's what you had on right now or not.
No.
I was like,
No.
Did
well,
you-
not Mormon garments. No.
the Mormon
Down,
garments.
Joe. Good grief.
Joe's your pistol showing.
I mean,
Is that a gun or he's just happy to see me, dude?
this is taking a turn.
Yeah, it is.
Not saving any more marriages tonight.
No, you're on a killing streak at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think communication is so important, especially during threesomes. Yeah, I mean, you got to really be like, hey, am I still hard?
Yeah. I know about the cocaine problem though. I'm not gonna lie.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that coke, I mean, it just wreaks havoc on a man's genitals.
It does. It does.
Do you have any-
Well, not just men's.
Really?
Yeah,
So
it'll dry
lady-
you right out.
It'll dry you right
Yeah.
out. That was very clinical.
Randall's confirming over here.
Randall said, man, fuck that cocaine pussy.
I got a question.
Thank you, Summer.
How many times you been knocked up in a basement?
Oh, at least once.
Yeah, okay.
We have the same
Really?
number of kids, right?
I don't know. How many you got?
6.
I got 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you had way more than that.
Still catching up, but
Yeah, you'll get there.
So is Julian.
I think I'm
he's
done though. You know, I
Yeah.
really want the ones I got. So
Yeah.
Hell yeah, you guys need a school bus.
yeah.
Yeah. So did you ever evangelize? Were you ever a missionary as a Mormon?
No.
Yeah.
I did not make it that far.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd have to, I'm not even, you have to have a temple recommend
Wow.
and like follow all the rules to be allowed in the temple. I'm not.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
and are there people out there making sure you're following the rules?
Yes. They keep dubious records.
Okay.
Yeah. They keep track of you.
Okay. Man, that's like if you mess up, Mitt Romney comes out and he's like, "Hey, stop it."
I mean, I hope so. Mitt Romney's kind of hot.
I've been hearing that from.
Yeah, Erin has a joke about it, but she's not wrong.
Yeah.
Rich old white men are kind of my thing.
Yeah. Okay. So but you hate billionaires, but you like rich old white men.
Well, I mean, if they were giving their money to me, I might not hate them, but
Yeah, you're quite the humanitarian. Yeah. Sure.
Always.
Honesty brings joy, or peace. Yeah, it's whatever. All right. So, yeah. Well, honestly, great showing here. You got anything going on you want to let these folks know about?
I am hosting the Sydney mic on Tuesday, and the Shakedown is also starting theirs. They're trying to incentivize comics to go to all 3 Tuesday mics.
Sure, and we love that.
And then in October, I'm doing Your Mom's Comedy Show and a couple of Brianna's roasts.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're a great roaster. I always
Thank
enjoy getting
you.
flamed up by
Yeah.
you.
Do you?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. No, I like when women are funny. It's a nice change. And
Well, and I
enjoy
like
it.
being mean to men, so
Oh,
it's,
sure.
it's a good give and take.
Well, you keep it up. I'm going to give you all the money I have. All right.
right.
Let's hear it for Cole Sickta, everybody. All right. On deck, we have Rashad Vaughn, but coming to the stage, Ben Webb.
Nice, like a Pink Panther feel to it almost. That was sweet. Man, nice. That'll be playing in my head for a bit. I have a love-hate relationship with my phone. I got my first smartphone ever the November before quarantine fell, so the learning curve was steep for me. It took me several years to learn how to answer a phone call on that thing, and it embarrassed me enough where I had to Google it. Like, I know I'm not dumb. I've been to college for bachelor's and a master's. Why can't I figure out how to say, yes, I want to talk to this person? And it said, intuitively, it's designed that you should know to press the button and swipe up for the choice that you want to make. first off, it's 2024. That's a little rude to assume my level of intuition. Gonna label me? All right. Comedically, on occasion, I identify as a genius, but practically, I'm an idiot. Okay? So how dare you assume I can figure that out? At least teach me something new. If I'm supposed to do that, put a toilet paper roll emoji with an up arrow. I will get the message that's what I'm supposed to do. All right? I was able to upgrade my phone to my current one, and I didn't realize that among the changes was something called touch sensitivity. Okay? Which is whenever you get near the screen, if it's held up real high, anything will get that to open to your home screen. I didn't know that. Apparently, my touch sensitivity was set to teenage boy. Anything will get this thing set off. I had the other day where it opened up my photo gallery, selected a video, and sent it to a female friend without my knowledge through Messenger. I had to apologize and say, well, basically, this is what happened. I was on a walk at work. It opened it up on its own and sent it to you without context. I apologize. That's what I meant to say. I texted, apparently my thighs wanted you to have this. Which, if I just sent her a picture of my man giblets, that would have been less creepy.
Ben Webb. How you doing, buddy?
Doing all right, man. Yeah, it's been a busy weekend, but it's been a good kind of busy, you know?
Yeah. What'd you do this weekend?
There's been caught a couple shows at the Blackstone Theater Friday, a couple of Omaha Comedy Fest shows last night. Did an open mic the other day. I'm doing some shows today. Walking 12 plus miles, so I am out there making something of it. So,
hell yeah, dude, that's
not too
great
bad.
news. No, I can tell you're losing weight because your belt just keeps getting further and further around your hips. Eventually, you'll have a tail.
That's right. Yeah. I've had this belt for so many years. I have cut more holes in it than it was originally manufactured with, just to pull it tighter. I might be a cheapskate a little bit, but hey, it's kind of a mark of pride. As a Christian single guy, I don't have marks on my bedpost. I've got holes in my belt. That's what I'm doing.
I don't think that's cheap at all. I mean, that's a lot of leather. I'm sure it's very expensive to go that far around. So
he's got a whole cow around him. Yeah, dude. So this video that you sent to this woman, is this true?
Yes, it is. Yep.
What was the video?
It's an out of context thing, or it's a short video. I went to the OEAA awards ceremonies, and it was during the In Memoriam slideshow. And for those that know, there was a particular comedian that was said to have passed away, and we had a photo submitted there of not the comedian. All I was asked was to confirm whether or not I heard this comedian passed away. I'm a fan of the joke, so yeah, I've heard of it. I'm not going to correct it. And so the video is showing that of that moment, realizing that they put it in the official show of this guy. And so the video is capturing this woman howling with laughter while everybody else is somber and, oh, I remember that person. I'm going to miss her behind stage and all that. And this turn over to this woman to, what the hell is wrong with you? Because this comedian was a good friend of hers, and she lost her shit. It's one of my proudest moments in comedy. But out of context, how do you explain why would I send that to you? Yeah. So, that's absolutely true. I should not have typed that.
that dead comedian will be here in 2 weeks, I believe, right? Don Seeger?
Yeah, that's right. Don Seeger is going to be here 2 weeks from today.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and that's a good time to remind you guys, we are not having a show next Sunday. Clem's going to be out of town. I'm going to go see my lovely mother for the first time in 10 months. And so don't show up next week.
Yeah.
October 13th, though, show up. We're going to have Don Seeger, the corpse of Don Seeger, since he is dead.
Yeah, he's with the shaved head and stuff. It's like a cross between Joe Hopkins and Nosferatu. So he's
yeah.
It's a nice look, Don. We love you.
Yeah, Blow Hopkins. Yeah,
yeah, that's going to be a hot one. He doesn't mess around. So
no, he does not mess around. Man, one of my favorite lines you had in your set, you said, "God hates fast food." I was like, oh man, Joe's going blue, and I'm not just talking about his shirt. Or fuck, no, not Joe. God damn, I call Ross Rashad, and now you're Joe. Okay, everybody's tripping around. I don't even have kids, and I mix people's names up.
You're doing fine, Andy.
Thanks. Appreciate you. Or wait, no, that's that was accurate.
Another bleep.
The heavily censored episode here at Quik Draw Comedy.
It's going off the rails, crap.
Yeah, dude. I actually met a woman named Rhonda the other day, and I was like, oh, how are your tits? It's an inside joke for, I guess, 2 people that were here for the
Episode
first...
1, Quik Draw Comedy. Check it out on the way home.
Yeah. You guys ever want to see a 59-year-old woman lose her mind on stage? Rhonda off the rails. Great episode. Were you there for that?
Okay, now it's 3 people. Now I just got it. Okay.
Yeah. You remember when she said, I don't give a fuck, and she pulled her titties out? Good episode. Not bad for a 59-year-old lady. She was a grandmother.
They were huge.
They were so big.
So big.
Yeah, the only ones that hang lower than mine. So yeah, we're.
Yeah.
Well, no, you are looking good, man. You got a spring in your step.
I'm trying to be thankful that I can do it. That for whatever reason, I have dodged the diabetes bullet, the hips or legs problems bullet. Yeah, I'm achy and tired at the end of each day, but as long as things are working, I'm going to try to live life. I'm not dead yet, so
that's right, man.
Yeah.
We got many years ahead together.
I would hope so. To bother or to delight, we'll see. We'll see what
that's
it does.
Right.
Yeah.
The verdict's still out.
Yeah, that is fair. But yeah, it feels good. It's I know the difference that it has made with improv and stand-up performances. Something about getting the blood going and working. I'm walking all these hills in the neighborhoods and all that. It gets the mind firing quicker, earlier, so I could just kind of feel more confident and present. So I'd recommend moving around a bit more if you're struggling to have your mind think quicker. Go for more walks. Seriously. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's hear for physical health and well-being in this place tonight, huh? Ben Webb, the epitome of physical health here at Quik Draw Comedy. The fittest guy in Quik Draw. Yeah, my concern is I've been working out lately, and I think I'm just losing my personality. Because it's I don't have to be funny anymore.
Oh.
And now I just suck.
That's sweet to think that you have a personality. That's adorable.
I know, right? I'm just I want to hear what you had to say.
Well, we'll see what develops. If it starts to go towards Valley Girl cheerleader, we'll support you in your journey. We really will.
Sure, yes. I'll be the most beautiful trans woman in Omaha. It'll be fantastic. Yas.
Oh, with that mullet, it's going to be glorious.
Dude, yeah. The fucking androgynous snowman. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. So I was wondering, how much toilet paper does it take to properly wipe your ass?
Wow.
Yeah, personality, huh?
Yeah, a good on a good day. Yeah, a couple squares. A rough one, a fistful. You got to do what you got to do.
A fistful of squares, so you're just
yeah. Yeah, I have learned recently why I have stepped away from, because it's not just walking, but it's also diet, why I stepped away from Oreos. Good Lord. That will darken your stuff where it looks like you've got cancer poops. It will worry you about how dark that makes them, and it feels like you're wiping a marker. It's not a fun time. Yeah. So I have learned. Oh, that's why I don't do that. Yeah, because I know I have a problem with moderation. It's not just these. I would love to get to a size where a couple of cookies is enough.
Yeah.
No. I will eat cookies by the sleeve or whatever it is. It's not a healthy thing. So I know enough to try to push away and just don't have them in the house if I can. So
absolutely. Well, it sounds like you're on a great track, man. It's good having you here. Is there anything you want to let these folks know that you got coming up?
Yeah, I'll be here in the immediate room next Saturday, the Comedy and Chaos roast battle show. I'll be battling Stephanie Hillier, one of my teachers in comedy, and I've done a few shows with her and all that. This has been a postponed battle, so we're finally got it back on, and she's going to get these hands. And it's a show for raise a little bit of money for Fernando for his daughter with what she is going through. And as always, every month, every third Friday, making a scene. My big canvas famous improv team will be at the Blackstone Theater at 7 p.m. So yeah, feel free to stop by. Yeah.
Absolutely. Ben Webb, ladies and gentlemen. All right, guys, we are down to our final comedian of the night. I want all your love, all your energy, all your attention to Rashad Vaughn.
I'm black. I'm back. Thanks, Joe, for giving me $1. Now I feel like a stripper, $2 hoe, for saying the hard ER. No. Okay, speaking of stripper, I fell in love with a stripper one time. True story. I went to the strip club, the Playhouse in Iowa, with some random people and a comedian. I got convinced to go to the strip club. I didn't want to go. I'm like, I don't want to go see no fucking hoe. You know what I mean? But it was like, Rashad, if you don't go, you're going to regret it. And I was like, fuck it, I'll go. So I went with these two random people and a comedian. And I saw the stripper. She started waving at me. I'm like, hey, how you doing? And then we just started talking. We just started like kicking back, getting to know each other and shit. And I was like, dang, I like her. And then I didn't realize she was, trying to pimp me out. Trying to take my money. I didn't realize that, because I was falling in love with her soul, not, not her soul, her mind, and not with her body. I mean, she had a okay body, but she was small, and so we went to the back. We really got into it, and my dumb ass almost kissed her, but I was like, whoa, I don't know how many dicks been in her mouth, so I had to I had to fall back, had to bag back and get 50 feet away from her. So, but at least I kind of fingered her and slapped her ass until a guy from that looked like Santa Claus was like, hey, watch him. I'm like, my bad, guy, my bad. And then we continue on the night. And then afterwards, I was trying to get her phone number. So, and we waited for maybe 10, 20 minutes after the Playhouse was over, and until they escorted us out. They escorted us out like, hey, you can't wait here. You got to move. And I was like, damn, I want to see her again, but.
Rashad Vaughn, ladies and gentlemen. Man, Rashad, 2 back-to-back brand new sets, man. Very well done.
Thank you. I try.
Hell yeah, man. Goddamn, that second one was alarming. You said, well, let's just start here. You said you got $1 from Joe. Mm-hmm. Why?
Well, he gave me $1, I guess, for saying a hard ER,
Okay. It's a weird racist economy we have.
Exactly. I feel like Donald Trump just paid me, so yeah, I really feel like a $2 hoe, or $1 hoe.
It would be $1 hoe. That was my next point. You got to have $2 to feel like a $2 hoe. You said you fell in love with a stripper. What other T-Pain songs did you feel like that evening?
I'm Sprung.
You should have went up and said, "Hey, baby, can I buy you a drink?"
I was just going to say that.
I was just going to
say that. But she was like, "I can't take drinks from customers because I'm at work." So I'm oh, okay.
Yeah, she was there doing booty work.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah,
I was feeling on her booty till the guy was like, "Hey, hands off!" I'm like, "All right, no touching the stripper." I'm like, "All right."
You were like, "Hey, bro, but I'm in love."
Yes, I was. She was pimping me out, but I was in love.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and then you said, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I'm done with that bit. All right, so you said you kind of fingered her. In the strip club? You know that's against the rules, right?
She let me.
Did she let you, or she just didn't run away?
A little bit of both. She just she was all up in my face, and I just kind of her titties in my face, her pussy was down there in my face.
Her titties and pussy were in your face.
Yeah, she was a smaller black woman, and I'm just I just kind of slid it in there and kind of.
So you're telling me a small black woman was okay with you fingering her at her job at the strip club?
Yeah, she was feeling. She was feeling the vibe. So
she was feeling the vibe, huh?
Yeah,
she was feeling the vibe.
Yeah, she was. I'm comfortable. She's like, I'm comfortable around.
Yeah, she was going up down.
Yeah.
If you or someone you love has been sexually harassed to work,
If you've been fingered by Rashad, call this number.
right.
Dude, yeah, so you got in trouble from the bouncer?
No, he just said hands off. I didn't get in trouble, but
He said hands off.
Hands
He's like,
off.
hey, get your hands out of that lady.
yeah, that was that.
Yeah, hands out. He said, put it down.
Yep. Yeah, he wanted to kill me too. I'm like, damn, I didn't know. It's my first time at a playhouse.
Sure, you were just reading her body language.
Yeah. I was.
I gotta stop. Man, I didn't know T-Pain had so many songs related to you in the strip club, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. So you were talking about having a stepdad. You couldn't tell whether he was white or black. Mm-hmm. Was he like mixed or what? You said he had freckles.
Yeah, he does. I'm like, he's too white.
What did his hair look like?
I mean, black.
His hair was black?
Yeah.
Was it curly or was it like straight or?
No, it was nappy like a black person.
So maybe like a T.I. and Tiny's kids kind of thing?
Yeah, probably.
Because they're those kids, they have like freckles or like a trippy red. Trippy red looks like a white angsty kid.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is.
Yeah, okay, so, but you said he always said the hard R. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he may have just been a white guy that was racist.
Yeah, he probably was disguised as black. So, I don't even call him.
Disguised as black.
I don't even. Yeah, I call him Whitey. I'm like, hey, how you doing, Whitey?
real race war happening in your, I assume the basement.
Well, yeah, he used to live in the basement before he moved out. So
what is it with stepdads living in the basement, dude?
Yeah, he used to live there, and for like 20 years. So
when did he move out?
He moved out 2019, beginning of 2019. Moved out, got his own place, and that's when I moved down to the basement. So.
Y'all did a little room swap, huh?
Yep.
I like that the guy was like, yeah, man, 2019's set to be the best year yet. I'm going to go ahead and move out of this cush setup I got here.
Yep, that's how it happened. He moved into his late father's house. So.
Okay. Man, a lot of exchange of wealth and currency happening in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and not just, in your home. Many governments also were exchanging wealth and currency, and, all kinds of things were happening.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, shouts out to white people that may be black.
Yeah. Shout out to white people that may be black. Those mixed babies.
Sure.
Biracially babies.
Sure. We support interracial couples here at Quik Draw Comedy.
Yeah, I am a pro at it. So
you're a pro at interracial. Oh well, sure. You love white women.
I love all women. Damn, y'all ain't laughing at me like y'all probably like, man, that's a damn lie. I do.
No, they just believed you.
I do. I love all women.
I said that's a damn lie.
Yeah, Rashad doesn't love women at all.
Yeah, thanks, Fall.
Oh yeah, man, you didn't know your stepdad was gonna come heckle you at the door, did you?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
You said that he was also into eating out of the garbage. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's true. That's
really?
True.
What kind of strains did that have on your relationship?
I just said he was fucking weird. He was fucking nuts until I met Summer. I'm like, oh, yeah. I was like, I've been there before, so
sure.
I witnessed that.
There's two doesn't make one of them not weird.
I mean, they both are for eating out of the trash can. So.
Okay, so there was lots of. Did you ever eat any of the trash food that he brought in?
No, but I remember one time he bought like some hand-me-downs, like jacket or T-shirt. He's like, here, try this on. Hey, that's for you. I'm like, this look like it's been a wore-out jacket. I'm like, I'm not trying this shit.
So hand-me-downs, was it out of the trash?
Yeah, probably knowing him.
I like the idea of calling things out of the garbage hand-me-downs.
Yeah. He's like, hey, this is brand new. Yeah, I bought it for you. I'm like, it's a worn Michael Jordan Chicago Bulls T-shirt.
And then did he call you the N-word?
Yeah. He's like, try it on. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Checks out.
Yep.
Did he throw ungrateful in front of it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you ungrateful bastard. I'm like, damn.
I'm like, going down to the basement.
Yeah. Yeah, smoke his weed.
Oh, so he smokes weed down in the basement?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
is yes, the spokesperson for stepdads is here tonight.
Yeah.
So do you think maybe that's why you're so opposed to marijuana?
Not opposed to it. I just want to be different. I just want to be different. Like, all right, everybody, you know, because it was taboo back then in the late 90s, early 2000s. So not too many people smoke weed, but him and rappers. So I was just like, I want to be different. And I saw an interview with 50 Cent said that he don't smoke or drink, and he was like the biggest rapper at that time. And I was like, I want to be a rapper, and I'm gonna be like him. I'm not gonna smoke weed or drink, so I can become the biggest selling rapper in the history of America. So, yeah.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. So yeah, that was
Game of Mad Libs over here.
So yeah, that was the vision that I had for myself. So
okay, well, I can say, Rashad's the real deal. He does not smoke weed, and every time we smoke weed outside, he makes it apparent that he is not impressed. He's like,
yeah, I try to smoke, but Taryn ain't here, but she always kill me. So
she always kills you. You gotta watch out for those white ladies. They will get you killed.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, what you got going on, Rashad? To let these folks know before I get you out of here.
October 5th, I will be at Backline Comedy After Dark. I'm on that show. And October 19th, I will be here. I'm doing a show with Asterisk, you guys, you and you.
That's right. October 19th, Political Quik Draw. It's
Political
a free
Quik Draw.
show, 9 p.m. Come
9
here,
p.m.
register to vote. We're having a Quik Draw show. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, vote for me. Vote for the black guy. So
vote for the black guy. That's what we're putting on the posters, actually.
Yep. Yeah, and black girl and another black guy that also be here. Shout out to Ray. I see you, Ray, whatever he's at. So, yep.
Okay, really talking up the opponents here.
Yeah, and that's, my bad. But I got a little ahead of myself. So
You missed one of your opponents to talk up.
Oh, and Clem Jameson. The mighty Clem Jameson.
There you go.
The mighty Clem Jameson.
The mighty Clem Jameson. The legendary Clem Jameson.
The Black Ray and the mighty Clem Jameson. Wow.
I'm doing all my black jokes that night, so it's going to be great.
That'll be good.
Yeah, I mean, I know he going to win because...
Yes, both of them.
Yeah.
Thanks, Summer. The little nice tag you threw on my joke. I love it.
Really tagging your set over there.
Right.
Both of them. Hell yeah. All right, let's hear it for Rashad Vaughn, everybody. Man, let's hear it for Clem Jameson, my co-host, everybody. Hey, and how about it on the sax, Randall Turner? I think we're going to keep him around. So yes, October 19th is our next Quik Draw showcase. It's going to be a lot of fun. Free show for you guys. November 1st, we are having... Should I tell them about that? November 1st, it is the Not the End of October show. It's a fundraiser for Ocho. They'll be out here. It's going to be Quik Draw with improv. Lots of fun. Joe's going to bring pistols out and wave them around like Yosemite Sam. It's going to be sick. But yeah, come out here, support. Thank you for starting the week right with us. Have a good night, everybody.